Hello everyone, my name is Maciej Głuszyk. I'm working as a ServiceNow developer in DSS, Digital and Software Solutions. In this lesson, I will show you how to use the User Engagement Monitor in ServiceNow. User Engagement Monitor is a lightweight ServiceNow application designed to track user login activity and provide clear operational insights. It helps identify late logins, early logouts, and now, thanks to the idle time tracking, it also shows how actively users are engaging with the platform during the day. This gives managers a better understanding of attendance patterns, productivity, and time spent in ServiceNow. Before using the application, let's begin by importing the full update set package. We will go to Retrieved Update Sets, and then we will scroll down and click Import Update Set from XML. We need to upload the combined update set file for the user engagement monitor. And after the import completes, we need to open Retrieved Update Set record. Of course, now we need to click Preview Update Set to verify that there are no errors or conflicts. And if everything looks correct, we just need to click Commit Update Set to apply all included components such as custom table, script includes, scheduled jobs, dashboards, and some system properties. Now, before we will go any further, there is one important thing to check. Please go to System Properties, Basic Configuration, and make sure that the instance time zone matches the time zone of your users. This setting is used when calculating shift times, late logins, and overall working hours. If the time zone is not set correctly, the results may not reflect the actual user activity. Now we can go through the initial setup. Let's navigate to User Engagement Monitor and then click on Initial Configuration. Here we can define a few system properties that control how the application works. For this demo, I will use the following test values, which are here by default. So we have time when shift starts, 9 a.m. We have time when shift ends, 6 p.m. Time after we consider the login is late, it will be 9:30. Number of months to retain user activity records. It is used for clearing the table after some time. And then how many idle minutes must be exceeded before making idle warning. So how much time we giving to the user before we will mark his inactivity with idle warning. Next, let's prepare our test environment. Let's go again to User Engagement Monitor, and this time User Groups. We will open the User Engagement Monitor Users group, and we need to add the users that we want to track. Only members of this group will appear in Activity Summary. Now, similar for the second group, we will open User Engagement Monitor Admins group, and we will add your admin or tester accounts. Admins have access to all features, dashboards, summary tables, and configuration pages. Once added, verify that you can open every page under the User Engagement Monitor menu. Now we need to simulate user activity. Before running the scheduled jobs, we need some real user activity. Make sure that the tracked user has the correct time zone set in their sysuser record. Then log in as the test user and simulate few scenarios. You can log in after 9:30 to check the late login. You can log out before 6 p.m. To check the early logout feature, and then optionally log in and log out multiple times to create several sessions during the day. This creates sessions entries in the sysuser session table that app will later process. Now, let's generate the records for today. Navigate to System Definition, Scheduled Jobs, and find the job named User Activity Summary. After opening it, check that time zone is correct. And if everything looks good, just click Execute Now to process today's session. This job identifies the first login of the day, last logout, session duration, and late login or early logout flags. Next, run the idle time job. Still under Scheduled Jobs, find the job responsible for calculating idle time. Again, verify the time zone setting and then click Execute Now. This job analyzes user interactions and calculates how many minutes the user was inactive and whether the idle threshold was exceeded. Remember, we are doing it manually only for test purposes. In the future, it will be done automatically based on your settings in scheduled script execution. Now let's open User Engagement Monitor and User Activity Summary. Here you should see a complete list of sessions processed today. Verify the following. A record exists for each session from the tracked users. Late login is true only for the first session of the day per user if it started after 9:30. Left early is true only for the last session per user if it ended before 6 p.m. Login time, logout time, and session duration match your simulated actions. Idle time shows periods longer than 10 minutes where the user was inactive. Everything should match the behavior you tested earlier. Now, let's take a look at dashboards. Please note that some reports may require at least a few days of data to display trends correctly. You can notice that we have two dashboards, one for the shifts and then second one for idle time. Check that late login report correctly lists users who logged in after the threshold. The left early report displays users who logged out before their shift ended. Charts and values match the user activity summary table. And then in the second dashboard, we can check if idle time is shown per user and if active time and daily engagement are displayed correctly. These dashboards give managers a clear view of daily attendance and engagement behavior. Before we move on, there is one more important part of the application that I want to highlight, the data cleanup schedule job. This job ensures that the application stays efficient over time and that the activity table doesn't grow indefinitely. The cleanup job runs automatically on the first day of each month. Its purpose is to remove old user activity records based on retention period that you can configure in application settings. This is especially helpful in environments with hundreds or thousands of daily user sessions where the activity table would otherwise grow very quickly. Before the cleanup will actually happen, we have something called user activity cleanup warning, which runs before monthly cleanup, and it is designed to warn administrators that all the data will soon be deleted. This job doesn't delete anything by itself. Instead, it triggers a notifications to administrators responsible for user engagement monitor. This warning gives admins a heads up that records older than the retention window will be removed on the first of the first month. It helps organizations prepare, export data if needed, and maybe adjust retention period before deletion happens. Next, I want to briefly show you the script includes that power user engagement monitor. This part is especially useful for administrators, platform owners, or anyone who wants to understand how the logic works under the hood or troubleshoot potential issues. This script include is responsible for collecting all user sessions for the current day. It reads directly from sysuser session table, applies filtering, and prepares the raw data for processing. If anything goes wrong, ensure your tracked users belong to the correct user group, and then verify user time zones on their sysuser records. Next, we have the second script include, which handles idle time calculation. This one works entirely with syslog transaction table, checking which events user generated during their session. So some of the key functions are it fetches all transactions for session or user during the time window. It calculates gaps between transactions, only counts gaps longer than 10 minutes, but this is configurable, and returns the total idle time in minutes for each session. If anything goes wrong, you can make sure that syslog transaction entries exist for the user you're testing. You can adjust the idle threshold in application properties if needed. And of course, confirm the scheduled job for idle time is running daily. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to our channel. See you soon.